Hi and welcome! Today we're going to walk through how to make your own handmade paper from recycled waste, how to get certain colors, and why that is beneficial for you and the environment. What's in my vat today? Pink paper from an old project because we're going to go for a light pink pulp, a family reunion to-do list, subway tickets, a W-9 from 2020, receipts, and more. It's really fun to see your life in the form of these paper scraps and then turn them into something with value. Before I start any paper making project, I like to soak my fiber for 10 minutes to 20 minutes if it's just paper, and if it's cardboard, I'll soak it for 45 minutes to an hour just to help break down those fibers. Now it's time to talk beating and blending options. First is going to be the beginner's best friend. This is a cheap smoothie blender. Another option is a concrete or paint mixer that is attached to a drill. And I have here a paper beating mallet, which is tradition's best friend. This tool dates back to the origins of paper making in China almost 2,000 years ago and can be used to beat recycled paper or plant fibers. There's also the Hollander beater, the most expensive option for beating paper. This was invented in the 17th century in, you guessed it, Holland. And this allows you to beat large quantities of pulp into very fine fibers. I'm currently on the lookout for one. The next piece of equipment is going to be the mold and decal. This is my favorite tool in the paper making process, and I'm thankful for the support granted by the South Carolina Arts Commission, which allows me to make 18 sets of molds and decals for the purpose of sharing this craft with you all. The mold comes from the Latin word molda, meaning to shape. The mold is the frame with the screen. Its partner is the decal, stemming from the German word deckel, meaning to cover. This is the open frame, and it is responsible for keeping the pulp inside of the mold. The remainder of your paper making supplies are going to be a tub, and that could be a shoebox or any box that fits your mold and decal size and can be filled with water. You will need a coot sheet. I use old t-shirts, bed sheets, or I order these off Blick or Carriage House. And your coach's best friend is a sponge. I'm kind of like pre-tearing too, because our blender is our best friend, so we like to help it out. And you'll know when the paper is ready when you give it a little like rub with your thumb and like the fibers start to do this. Ooh, that's nice. And we gotta give it a good back scratch. I'm gonna show you from the side what it looks like for me to be pulling this sheet of paper. And it's vertical to you. You're gonna go down, you'll submerge it. You're submerging it in the water, you're turning it horizontal, and then you're pulling up. It's really crazy, like that literally was just that. And we'll place it down like so, and then I will take my sponge, and we have a bigger surface area now, so we're just gonna go in a line until the sponge fills up with water. So that resulted in a much better pool. And now I have my sheet. I have a little tear where it started to tear before, but that's okay. That's the meaning of a deckled edge. Now I'm lining it up. So I'm just gonna start by freeing the edges with my finger. And then it's super easy, it'll just come right off.